New face scan mobile application looks to be coming to NBA 2K17, and wow, that could be a real big deal. I got the details. What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazik, aka Franchise Play, and on the last episode of 2K TV, Rachel Demita had a special guest, and well, you know, Ronnie 2K and Mike Wang were there to talk about NBA 2K17 feature. Scott O'Gallagher was there as well, and it was they basically members of the dev team and Ronnie 2K. Now, the first part of 2K TV was what it normally is, which is, to be totally honest, is not anything that I'm ever really all that interested in. Very rarely do I find 2K TV is like must-see stuff. But, you know, yeah, you know, it's a way to get some free VC and stuff like that. So a lot of people like to watch it. At any rate, this particular episode was very interesting to me because they used it to give out some new information about the upcoming game. And the biggest thing that, in my personal opinion, that they announced, or they didn't even really announce it, they really strongly hinted at it, was that now face scanning is going to be handled on a mobile device. So Ronnie can be seen in the video with his face in front of the mobile device and turning his head left and right as if it's being scanned. Now, those of us who have played NBA Live 16 know that that particular concept was introduced last year with that particular game. I've mentioned to you guys before, in my opinion, the face scanning process was one of the few things that I thought Live did better than 2K, not just last year, but in recent memory. The scanning your face on Live was quicker. It was an easier process, and the renders were far more accurate than they were on 2K16. 2K15 I didn't think was that bad, even though you might look like a monster a couple times. But once you got it right, you could get a really good render. That just didn't seem to be possible at all for me in 2K16. Live's face scanning app, which was called GameFace 2.0. You could get an accurate render, but it always seemed to me that my guy was like a couple shades lighter than what he was supposed to be. But the features themselves were pretty accurate. So that's exciting news to me for several reasons. First and foremost, who doesn't want to see themselves accurately rendered in the game? So whether or not it's My Career, you're at the park, you're in Pro-Am, whatever it is you're doing, that's what you want to see. The other thing is, I think this is a boon for 2K in the esports realm, because you want to make stars out of the esports athletes. That's what I always say. And that means making them distinguishable in the field of play. And this is something that 2K has that really no other traditional sports title has when it comes to an esports effort. They can actually have a player who's playing the esports game look like himself in the game. Can't do that in Madden. Can't do that in EA UFC 2. Or they could, but it doesn't really work as well. But you can't do it, right? So in basketball, in 2K, they have that option, and obviously in Live if they get that deep. But so I think that's very important to be able to have those renders come out accurately. So hopefully this works much better than the previous scanning process, and I'm hoping it even improves upon what Live did by not having the challenges with the skin complexions. So that's something to look out for. Other information that they gave out, a lot of the stuff that Ronnie said in the video, and the link is in the description, was like a joke or whatever. They were talking about underwater basketball, mascot battles. So that, I don't think that that's going to happen. I think those are all jokes. But they also talked about the Yeezys being in the game. I'm not sure if he was serious about that or not, but I wouldn't be shocked to see it. Not anything that's going to move the needle for me personally. I don't pay all that much attention to the shoes. I pay attention to the shoes when I'm creating a roster and I'm creating guys and I'm trying to make sure that maybe they have a shoe from their era. But just overall having the hottest sneakers, that's just not anything that that I'm really, you know, kind of plugged in on. But that's just me, and I know that's a big deal for a large percentage of the community. Another thing was locker codes with free agents, with free agent cards. I'm not totally positive what the free agent cards are, but I'm going to explain what I think it means. The free agent cards are like guys who are, it's almost like temporary usage cards, and I think it's kind of similar to what Madden does in Ultimate Team, where they'll make a guy available for a specific amount of time, and once you've used him at that rate, you know, it expires and it goes away. So you know, they may be giving out a, you know, a big time version of Reggie White. So you get that Reggie White for a short period of time, and then he drops down to like a 60 or a 70. For 2K, it appears that the guy's going to just go away from your team altogether, but the limited time seems to be based on the amount of games you can use him, and you kind of have it in reserve, and you can use it whenever you see fit. So I thought that that was pretty decent. They also return timed locker codes. So locker codes are obviously a really big deal, especially in the My Team world, where you can uncover or, you know, get different things, VC or whatever it is that you're trying to get. So I thought that that was cool. The last thing that Ronnie mentioned was some additions to the signature style and the different animations that different players do. He specifically talked about J.R. Smith's Bolo three-pointer animation, I guess, where he rolls his arm and throws up the three fingers for the three-point shot. I'm wondering, and I've tweeted this, I'm wondering if they're going to have Steph Curry throw his mouthpiece. Like, if he gets 6 fouls, you know, so if Steph fouls out, is he going to throw his mouthpiece? I think that would be hilarious if they did that. So, I'm hoping, my fingers are crossed, that they have the mouth. You're going to have a whole bunch of people trying to foul out with Steph just so they can see him throw his mouthpiece. It's going to be hilarious. But that's all I got on the 2K news side. A lot of people were disappointed that there was no news from 2K at all during E3. And that's just come to be the norm for 2K. They never do or give anything at that point, so I wasn't shocked to see that as the case. So, like I said, that's all I got. I do appreciate you watching. As always, God bless. Peace. It's June 2016, featuring that NBA 2K16 Legends My League. It's coming. It's still done. I ain't told you it wasn't going away, but you know what? I need you to throw a combination on that like. Hit that like. Like that there. But if you didn't subscribe, you got to hit that like. Just tap it like that. Just do your boy a favor.